Everybody says the Aug is the greatest bullpup of all time, but I reject your reality and substitute my own. The FN P90 is the greatest bullpup of all time. As much as I hate like the truck gun debate, I think like the P90 makes a pretty good case for itself. Although this would be dope at night in like a Can-Am, like going after pigs. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Scout McCullum, and today we're talking about the P90 by FN Herstall. I need a wig on the helmet. This is the FN P90. This is a bullpup submachine gun chambered in 5.7 that is fed by 50-round magazines, and it is probably the coolest bullpup that I have ever shot, even though that list is very, very short and has only just started today.
Audio is going to be like way cleaner than the rest of the video. So the unique thing about the P90 is that it's really not like any other gun out there. Top-loaded, bullpup, personal defense weapon that's shorter than my torso is wide. And on top of that, it holds 50 rounds in a single magazine. Sounds like a bit of a pipe dream. Developed in 1986 by Belgian company FN Herstall for the NATO request of a new standard personal defense weapon. It would end up being pitted against the HK's answer to the NATO request, the MP7, which holds its own place in the firearms zeitgeist. During this, FN would go on to develop an entirely new caliber for the weapon, the 5.7x28, which looks way closer to a mini rifle cartridge than it does to a traditional PDW cartridge like 9mm or 45 ACP. The TLDR of the round is that it travels way faster and it is putting more pressure on a smaller surface area, hence the sort of rifle design, which means it's going to penetrate body armor more efficiently. Per the NATO specs for the program, the round needed to be able to penetrate at least 1.6mm of titanium armor, and in addition to that, 20 layers of Kevlar from at least 150 yards away, which the P90 and the 5.7 MO did, up to like 200 yards, I think. We clearly are not testing that today with our incredible showcase of me attempting to hit cheap steel at 30 yards.
The FN P90 was developed in the 80s for the NATO Submachine Gun Challenge, and it was pitted against the MP7 by HK, and eventually it kind of just didn't really end up going anywhere, and that's why you see random operations just kind of adopting either MP7s or P90s or whatever. Unless you're a video game developer, because this has been a staple in first-person shooters ever since this thing hit the market. It looks incredibly cool, futuristic, and it is very, very quick when you shoot this thing in full auto.
We also have to thank the sponsor of today's video, Oscar 4 Fox, bringing you guys combat hooded shirts in a variety of different colors and camo. Their R&D team is working on a bunch of new products to come out for you guys very, very soon, and we've been running their combat hooded shirts in a couple videos here recently, and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. You guys can go ahead and click the links down in the description to get free shipping on any order using code TROOPER at checkout. Thank you once again to Oscar 4 Fox for help sponsoring these videos. We absolutely appreciate it. The P90 would eventually go on to beat the MP7 during the NATO trials, mainly due to having more ammo capacity, a better performing caliber, and being in a more compact package, and in addition to all of that, it had a complementary pistol that fired the exact same ammo, the FN 5.7, which they developed alongside the P90 specifically for this trial itself. But the Germans, being team players and all, decided to veto its adoption when it was all said and done. Which, I get it, I would be salty as shit if I did not design one of the coolest looking PDWs and it did not get chosen. It's strip or drown, and HK is clearly going down with the ship.
To top all of this off, I don't have much else to say about it, considering that I've only really ever shot this thing today and put maybe half a magazine through it the other day. But I have to be quite frank in that just running around with this thing, it is an absolute blast. It is, if you were to even consider the idea of a truck gun, which I get it, videos have been done to death, everyone and their mother's made a video about that, this is the clear winner. I haven't ran an MP7, but I got a feeling that this would even beat it in that regards as well. The 5.7 round is really, really cool. I get why it was developed. It's, what, cheaper than 7.62 by 39 right now, right? It's just fucking crazy that AK is now premium ammo. But all in all, I have not a lot here for you. This is just going to be a shorter little video of just talking about the P90 and just my experiences shooting it, which isn't a lot, but it's a Modern Warfare 2 gun, it's a video game gun, and it is insanely popular, and a lot of you guys have probably know exactly what this is just by looking at the silhouette.
And so it's then that the P90 ended up going the way most interesting looking unique firearms do, and that it officially got adopted by the land of movies, TV, and video games. It's like a rite of passage almost, like a Navy SEAL writing a book, prominently showing up in most modern FPS shooters and having a pretty big role in the Stargate SG-1 TV show, and even in a couple of the James Bond movies. The weapon started to get a ton of screen time in video games, specifically like Rainbow Six and Counter-Strike, but for me, and probably a lot of you, I remember first seeing this thing during the glory days of Call of Duty and Battlefield.
So I want to give a big thank you to Radiata Inc. for bringing out their P90 and letting us run around with it. Thank you all so much for stopping by and taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. That's right, the dust is back there.